Directly into the microphone. We have quote transcribers working remotely. Quotes and other media materials are available in the media Dropbox on Big12Sports.com. When entering and departing this interview room, we request that you use the rear entrance to this area. Locker rooms are open for up to 30 minutes. Once a team's cooling off period ends, the winning team has a 5-minute cooling off period and the non-advancing team has 15 minutes. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Joining us now on the dais is Cincinnati head coach Wes Miller. He's joined by Josh Reed. Coach, when you're comfortable, if you could start us off with some general comments about the game.
Yeah, well, I thought our guys played with great effort tonight and great activity. We got our hands on a lot of balls, and I think that's why you see the high steal numbers. I thought we had good pop. And then you look down at the lines. I think when you play with great effort, you play with great energy, you give yourself a chance to do other things on the offensive end. And you look down and a bunch of guys had some really good nights. One of the things I'm excited about is, Jizzle and Seamoss didn't play their best offensive basketball, and that's a good sign for our team, that we have so many different guys contributing. You get to 87, and two of your better offensive players had off nights. But Oklahoma State's a really aggressive defensive team. They make it difficult. They push you way out on the floor. And I thought our guys had some moments where that frustrated us or we struggled, but we did a great job of getting back and not letting those mistakes compound. So, again, pleased with the effort tonight. It's good to get the first one under your belt and excited to get back and do this again tomorrow.
Okay, we've got two questions for starters. The first one will be over here on the coach's left, third row.
Keegan Nixon with Bearcat Journal. Coach, you had a very short time in between the last game against Oklahoma State to get to here. What did you do over that time to be able to produce just such a different result when you look at the comparison of both games?
We didn't do a ton on the court just because of the quick turnaround, but we did a little bit. I thought getting home was helpful to kind of reset, right? I give our administration a lot of credit for that. It had been easy just to say get on a bus and drive 4.5 hours to Kansas City, but we were able to get home because it was an afternoon game Saturday and let the guys get in their own beds, reset, and we flew out here Sunday night. And we met Sunday night, so they got a good 24-hour breather, which I thought was important. We met Sunday night in the hotel and started to kind of go through. You don't really go through the scouting report because they just did that, but you went through some of the adjustments and some of the things. We didn't really focus on what we didn't do. We focused on the things we needed to do moving forward. And then we had a short but I thought spirited practice yesterday to try to prepare. I thought the guys did a nice job of making some adjustments. But our activity, I thought, was the difference between the way that we played Saturday and today. We just got our hands on so many different basketballs. And you make those plays by doing some little things to put yourself in that position. And so, give our guys a ton of credit for turning the page. They've been pretty good at that all year. Like I've said, not always as swift as I'd like, but these guys, they've been able to turn the page and respond all year. And they did that again over the last couple of days. I'm proud of them.
Coach, we're going to go to the third row here on your right.
Scott Springer, Cincinnati Enquirer. Coach, how good are you when Dylan Mitchell and Dan are that active? They seem very involved today.
Yeah, I think when our team is aggressive, active, and confident, we play our best basketball. And like I thought early in the game offensively, Scott, we were really aggressive. And some of those possessions, maybe we shoot a quick shot or make a more difficult play than we need to, but they were aggressive plays. And I liked the confidence and aggressiveness. When our team is active, they're confident and they're aggressive, we play our best basketball. And I thought we had that from a bunch of guys tonight. Josh is sitting here and thought he got back to playing the way he's been playing, confidently, making plays. I thought his cutting off the ball in the first half was a separator for us. I thought Dylan's cutting off the ball was a separator. And then I thought Dan's been pretty consistent with coming into the game and giving us great energy and great pop here over the last couple weeks, and I thought he did that again tonight. And then all of a sudden on the fast break there, the game opens up for him above the rim. So, no, I thought a lot of guys contributed tonight. And I thought, again, it started with the little stuff.
Let's go here in the middle on the fourth row.
Tyler Easterday, the News Record. Bryce Thompson had 16 points against you the last time you played on Saturday. Only 6 today. What changed against him defensively, and how were you able to handle him so well today?
Well, first he had about 8, I think, in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, in our first game. So I thought our guys made a really nice adjustment at Oklahoma State. But again, defense is collective, right? Josh had the matchup to start the game, and I thought he was terrific getting through screens and fighting and challenging his shots. But again, when all 5 are that active and moving to the basketball that way and that connected, you got to give your team credit. But, again, Josh did a great job starting on him, and guys did a good job of getting to help. We were better defending the bounce tonight, not just the guy on the ball, but collectively when the ball was driven.
Let's go to the right, and we'll come back to the middle.
Josh, how competitive is it out there when, you've got some moves and Dylan's putting some moves on and Skillings is putting some moves on? Does it get to the point? I know it's a team game, but you're going, hey, I've got a few.
No, I mean, we were just sharing the ball well, having fun, playing as a team, taking advantage of every matchup we had and just playing freely, playing confident.
Okay, let's go here to the middle on the second row.
Ron Weaver with the Daily Universe. Coach, why are you guys so tough to defend offensively when Dylan Mitchell's grabbing half of your offensive rebounds?
I think it hasn't been 100% this way, but when we've played our best, we've usually been great on the offensive board and on the defensive board. So like the rebounding battle has been a good litmus test for us this year. And we were really aggressive to the offensive glass early. As I mentioned, we were aggressive offensively. We made some confident plays, and when we missed them, we went and cleared the basketball or tipped the basketball out. And give Dylan a ton of credit. Give Josh a ton of credit. I thought Josh's tip out in the second half really kind of loosened us up and got us confident again. I thought that was like a game-winning play. Aziz, you look down and he's got 0 offensive rebounds, but if you watch his crash tonight, like the attention that he gets and the way they're blocking him out, his effort to the offensive board was great. So it's like a collective thing, right? When everybody does their offensive rebounding responsibility at the same time, AZ might have taken 2 with him and cleared a lane for Josh and that type of thing. So I thought we were collectively good to the board tonight, but I think when Dylan and Josh and AZ and these guys and Dan, when they're not just going but keeping the ball alive, I do think that's important for our team, and we had that especially early in the game. I thought we set a tone there.
Let's go to the left side, third row.
Wes, you guys played Iowa State tough earlier this season in Ames. What's it going to take? Right. What's it going to take to come away with a different result against Iowa State tomorrow?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to dive into that one yet because, gosh, we were so concerned about this one. I'm not just giving coach talk, but I mean it. Like, to me, it's always a one-game tournament. Our staff is great, so we have a couple assistants and a video guy that have been working really hard on the next game while myself and the team focus on this one. So I don't know if I'm prepared to answer that yet, but as soon as I'm done with you guys, the next thing I'll do is start working on Iowa State.
Okay, we got time for 2 more questions. First one will be over here to the right.
What was your strategy on Usman today, or did that just work itself out?
I tell you what, I think our guys were aware of the game he had, and they were – I could tell in practice yesterday the way they were talking when we were going through their stuff that they were very attentive because they understood what happened in Stillwater. Thought they were geared up, and the other thing, he gets in foul trouble early, and that probably affects it too. So it always kind of goes both ways. But we did a much better job on him today than we did in Stillwater.
Last question is going to be here on the left.
Josh, how much have you guys kind of been challenging each other after this tough 2-game stretch, or being challenged by the coaching staff to kind of just, play that Cincinnati brand, the effort, the activity that coach has been talking about?
Yeah, I mean, the coaches and us as a team, we've been talking about it a lot. Just, focusing on the next game, focusing on coming back and getting better the next day. And like Coach was saying, just take it one game at a time and go from there.
Okay, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck tomorrow.